Hey, Dahi. I'm sure you noticed we moved the computer a little bit while we were cleaning and reorganizing. Needless to say, somebody's happy to make another video for you. Anything you want to say to your brother?
I miss you and I love you, Dahi. I can't wait to do this for your cheek. Pinch it. Your cheek is so sorry.
I really miss you. I hope you come home soon. Now you better come home soon. I'm getting tired of having this empty room.
Well, as you can see, we got a bunch of stuff going on in the background for their homeschool and other fun shenanigans. Right now we got plants that will be sprouting soon for us to plant.
I see one growing already.
Yep, so they're starting to sprout. We'll have those in the ground soon. Got to get some potatoes and onions and a couple of other things. But right now we're here to read a book. We are going to be reading I Want My Daddy by Tracey Corderoy. Alright.
I'm just gonna hold this down.
This book is copyrighted, but yeah. I Want My Daddy. Arthur was having a bad day. His castle kept tumbling down. Too wibbly, Arthur frowned. Too wobbly. He picked up his dragon Huffity and stomped away. I want my daddy, he grumbled. See? Your sister's actually had a cardboard castle for a little while too.
Yeah, but we need to put it down.
Put her down.
Okay.
Don't pick her up like that.
Blossom, you
Yeah.
okay?
So, it looks like he worked really hard on that castle. But things just don't work out the way he wanted. Daddy, groaned Arthur. My castle keeps falling down. Oh dear, said Daddy. Let's see. And he followed his little knight through the yard. Daddy nodded. This looks like a job for more than one night. Are you a knight too, Daddy? Arthur asked. I certainly am. Daddy smiled. Knights together? Knights forever! Cried Arthur. That's a very interesting headgear and setup. I bet your mother could crochet something special like that. Looks like he's working on a bike too. So, pulled away from one project to another. I can relate to that a lot. What are you two doing?
They dropped the lid on this tin.
Alright, settle down. See, Arthur's daddy found a big pot of glue. This, he said, is castle cement. Ooh, gasped Arthur, stepping closer. He helped Daddy to cement and paint and make the turrets nice and straight. And all castles need a flag. Hey, settle down. And all castles need a flag, Arthur said, planting one on the top. There! We did it! Yippee! Great job, Daddy chuckled. See them working on the castle? The way it finally got done after being painted and having the flag stamped on it? We actually have once you get here, maybe we could all work together and fix up the playhouse again some more.
Yeah.
But we have so much work to do. So we need you to hurry up. While Daddy finished his own jobs, Arthur played knights with Huffity. He marched and climbed. He swished his sword. Then he found a good horse and galloped off. Charge! Roared Arthur, chasing all around his kingdom, faster and faster. Until... That's an interesting horse. It looks like a push broom.
Let me see.
Sometimes having a great imagination can make the world 10 times better. So, what do you think's gonna happen?
And I get crashed.
He's gonna crash?
Yeah.
He's gonna probably get called for dinner.
Alright, let's see.
He's crashed.
Boom. Ow! Squeaked Arthur, rubbing his leg. He took a deep breath and cried, Daddy! Ugh. See? Looks like your sister was right. He crashed and went bump.
Where is it?
It's okay, my big brave knight, said Daddy, rushing over with the hug.
I see it. I see it. Look. I got all the way
It's just a lid. Calm down. You're acting like it's gold or something.
Let's go.
How about we visit your favorite castle? Ooh, the one in the park? Arthur asked. That's Huffady's favorite castle, too. So off they went. It's a knight and his daughter.
Black.
Here we are, said Daddy. Hooray! Arthur cheered. The castle had turrets and ladders and a great big slide. That actually looks like a really fun playhouse. While we were in Texas, your sisters got to go to a big playground that had a big wooden castle and everything. Alright, so they marched around it, they climbed up it, and slid down, and they talked about kings and crowns.
Remember we both have one cousin.
Now, let's
Like,
fish for monsters in the moat, cried Arthur. So they sat down side by side and waited and waited. Here's a picture of them climbing, sliding, and marching about. And fishing is a really great time just to slow down and relax.
Yeah. And be quiet.
Yeah. What happens if you aren't quiet?
All the fish are gonna run away from
Do
you.
you catch any fish?
Yes. 0.
0? You catch 0 fish.
I mean, if you're lucky, they'll
But-
look like 1 or 2 little fish.
But yeah, we have a nice little fishing spot for when you come home.
And we only have to do deep cuts.
Then,
So just
suddenly,
make sure it's
attacked by a cat.
Why?
Yep. Kinoy. Nah.
Wait, can I?
Malpin. Kinoy.
Chosen it.
Then suddenly, something tugged at Arthur's line. Daddy! A monster!
Yes, and
Hold on.
kawaii.
Oh.
The kawaii. The kawaii.
See? This is a kitty called Kawaii.
Kawaii kinoi.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. There. Alright. So,
I guess I can do blue.
really? You're throwing stuff at me now, cat? Get out of here.
Get out of here.
She just swiped something off of the counter above me and just kind of threw it at me.
Oh, it was a little.
Where were we? So, then suddenly, something tugged at Arthur's line. Daddy! A monster! Yelled Arthur. I caught one! But what if it was big and hairy and scary? Daddy!
Again.
Look at that. Looks like he's fishing with the simple cane fishing pole.
Look like bamboo. Probably
Yep. Yep, with the simple string tied onto it.
A
we
boat.
used, you girls have done some fishing with those type of fishing poles.
I don't need it,
Here I am, called Daddy. I was just getting our snacks. But I caught a monster! Arthur cried. Arthur wasn't scared now that his daddy was there. So they pulled and they pulled and pulled until splosh!
I think you're going to have an idiot.
Out came the monster. It's a Buddhasaurus, Daddy chuckled. A Buddhasaurus? Giggled Arthur. And then they laughed and laughed all the way home. Oh yeah, it's an old boot with a mouth.
That's funny.
I've had a couple of boots that decided to start talking. Yeah. See, the bottom comes off and it looks like a mouth. Then you just flap it like it talks.
Dad.
What?
That's true. Okay. Then you have to eat.
Later, while playing in his castle in the yard, Arthur made a big sparkly crown. Every knight needed a king for his castle, and Arthur's king needed to be someone very special. Someone who was missing him right now. Arthur called Daddy. Arthur, where are you?
Time to go home.
Look at that crown. That looks fairly simple, and I'm sure we can make one of those as an art project later.
Yeah, make one small for Dickie and one big for Mom.
And a king, one for Daddy.
Yeah, king, queen.
Surprise! Shouted Arthur, jumping out and plunking the crown on Daddy's head. Hugs together? Daddy asked. Hugs forever, cheered Arthur, and he gave his daddy the biggest hug in the whole kingdom. Seeing how his kingdom is only their house, that's a lot smaller than your kingdom. Since it seems like you've taken over every single floor you've been on. There's Arthur and his daddy. Well, I hope you enjoyed that book. It says I want my daddy, but
I don't think you want him right now.
It's good. That wasn't too bad. I hope you enjoyed the book, Dickie. Miss you. Love you.
Miss you, buddy.
Come home
Come
soon.
home soon. Please, buddy. Please, buddy.
Love you.
Love you,
Come home soon. We love you. Bye.
And I will for mommy. Bye.